Hello YouTube! Lone täällä taas ja jatketaan Lonen reaktio-sarjaa eteenpäin Turnabout Stormilla. Kyllä, me jatketaan tätä Turnabout Stormia ja tämä pätkä, mikä tässä tulette nyt näkemään, eli tämä osa 5, tämä on yli 2 tunnin pituinen. Joten minä kuvaan siis nyt näin pitkään, kun minä jaksan. Epäilen kyllä, että en tule kaikkea 2 tuntia putkeen kuvaamaan. Mutta vähintään tunnin tai alle puoli tuntia kuvaan tätä. Ja minä julkaisin siis nämä jaksot puolen tunnin erissä. Että se ei mene liian pitkäksi, koska 2 tuntia kukaan ei jaksa istua ja katsoa, niin kuin en minäkään. Joten pistetään teille puolen tunnin jaksoina nämä. Joo. Ja kuten nyt mä tuossa edellisessä videossa sanoin, koska tämä on toinen video, minkä kuvaan, mutta tämä tulee ensimmäisenä tubeen. Aion kuvata tämän illan aikana myös tuon Friendship Gamesin, ja sen katson loppuun asti, ihan 100% varmasti. Ja juman kautta Hasbro, jos teette mulle tekijänoikeusrikkomuksen, koska no, aika moni ei ole sitä saanut, sitä tekijänoikeusrikkomusta, enkä usko, että minäkään tulen saamaan, koska tämä ruutu on tämän kokoinen. Mutta lopetetaan tämä paskan puhuminen ja pannaan Turnabout Stormin vihdoin päälle. Ne, jotka tätä halusitte, nyt saatte sen. Ja oikeudenkäynnillä jatketaan.
The court is now back in session. Miss Trixie, were you able to gather this manager?
Yes, she is prepared. If you truly want.
I'd like to hear how she found this peculiar stick.
She had to have been in the forest.
Niin tuo golfimailla.
And that means she may have done it. But Trixie's right. She isn't a Pegasus.
Niin, mutta jos se löytyy sieltä joesta, niin miten me voidaan sitten tietää, että miten se on siirretty sinne jokeen? Nyt katsotaan Sonatan omaa tätä lausuntoa.
Have we met before? You look strangely familiar.
Name and occupation.
You're really going to attempt to pin this on me, Wright? As you know, I've been watching the whole time, and I'm not impressed.
Don't ignore Trixie. State your name and occupation for the record.
Please be quiet. The grown-ups are speaking. You have no right sticking your nose in the law.
What?
Even to me, it's a mystery how you managed to put yourself on that bench.
How dare you?
Niin, sitä mäkin on tässä vähän miettinyt. Sillä kauanko se on opiskellut tohon lawyeriksi, vai mikä on syyttäjä nyt oikeastaankin tämä. Liar on enemminkin asianajaja, niin kuin Phoenix Wright on asianajaja.
You!
Does this pony have something against Trixie?
Riitä vähän hiljaisemmalle.
Short answer, yes.
You see, I know
Yep.
everything there is to know about you, Trixie.
So what? That's actually kind of a flattering statement.
Oh, really now? Let's talk about poor...
No ainoa syy, minkä takia Trixie meni tonne syyttäjän aitioon, oli se, koska Rainbow Dashia syytetään murhasta. Ja Rainbow Dash on Twilightin ystävä. Hän haluaa vaan kostaa Twilightille jostain siitä, että hänen showsa meni vituiksi.
I know what drives the real Trixie.
Mutta Trixie kyllä vähän ansaitsi sen.
It has nothing to do with her last visit, as she's led many of you to believe. That was just the icing on the cake.
Mene sinä ötökkänen hittoon sitä mun
The
näytöltä.
Trixie we see right now is nothing but a helpless phony taking on this egotistical persona to cover up her pitiful insecurities. Her real talent should be pretending.
Boom!
Smoke and mirrors.
Wrecked!
That's all she is. And I'm
Ei
not
saatana,
talking
toi
about
siis
little
suututtaa
lies.
Trixin totaalisesti.
As I said before, it's really pathetic. Oh? Have you finally run out of arrogant lies?
Enough! Witness, state your name and occupation for the record.
Sonata, former manager of the late Ace Swift. Now where was I?
Mene. Sanoiko se late? edesmenneelle, niin kuin sitä.
Being in that forest based
Sitäkö
off
se
a
tarkoittaa?
vague testimony given by a vague witness.
Miten tuo taputtaminen sattui mua käsiin, kun mä tein näin? No,
That
en mä
witness
tiedä.
says she saw me by the forest. I say I was in my hotel room all night. Now that brings me to you, Wright. I believe you broke into my hotel room with that pink pony. I wish to press charges against you both immediately.
Toi kuva
Here
pinkissä.
are some detailed photographs of both of their prints all around my room. I'm sure if you compare them, you'll get matching results.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Mr. Wright!
Niin kuin niille on
is this
etsintälupa
true?
siitä.
I'll face the consequences of my actions later.
No. Right now. You broke the law and I want justice.
Just as Trixie stated earlier, it's an unrelated crime, just like Mr. Cruise Control's assault on me, and it shouldn't be brought up in the current case at hand.
Mr. Wright, I'm shocked you would do something like this.
But I didn't want to do it!
I can't simply let actions like this go unpunished. What's the prosecution's stance on this matter?
Itse asiassa se oli Rainbow Dash, joka niinku varasti sen avaimen, joten se ei ole siis Phoenix Wrightin vika millään tavalla.
I suppose if there are no objections, Phoenix Wright and Pinkie Pie can face their charges in due time.
Ha! Score one for the good guys.
Whatever.
Yep.
See if I care. This outlandish accusation of yours is just going to fall flat on its face anyway.
Sonata, Fluttershy gave a perfect description of you carrying the stick near the forest on the night of the murder.
I'll say it again. I wasn't anywhere near the forest that night.
I've got to tie her into this somehow. Your Honor,
Mutta jos se ulkonäkö kuvastaa tosi paljon sua, eikä tuolla ole ketään muuta sinun näköistäsi henkilöä, niin kuka muuka se voisi olla? Mä en keksi yhtään, ketä voisi olla toinen syypää.
Miss Sonata, please testify as to what you were doing the night of the murder.
If I must.
No niin, kuunnellaan mitä hän sanoo. Witness
I was settling
testimony.
in my hotel room after picking up some equipment for Ace.
Todistajan lausunto.
He wasn't at the hotel, so I figured he was practicing for the race. I went to bed and was woken up at 12
Mun pitäisi
a.m.
joskus
by
ehkä yrittää
knocking
pelata
at
tätä
my
Phoenix
hotel room
Wright-pelejä,
door.
koska nämä on
The
varmaan
police
aika
had
hemmetin
informed me of Ace's
niinku mielenkiintoisia nämä
That
tarinatkin
witness
näissä.
must be
Mä en
mistaken.
ole koskaan muuten kun nähnyt
I wasn't
läpipelun
anywhere near
näistä,
the
ainakin
forest
yhdestä
that night.
näin, mutta
And I certainly wasn't carrying that golf club you keep waving.
nämä on aika
around.
mielenkiintoisia nämä ratkaisutkin näissä.
Oh, so you were in your hotel room when the murder occurred?
That is correct, Your Honor. That witness must have been seeing things because I didn't go anywhere near the Everfree Forest.
She's lying.
I hate to change the subject, but look at Trixie.
Seems Sonata really got to her.
I feel kind of bad for her.
Well, no matter. I have to focus on breaking this testimony.
Niinpä. Se on sun työssä.
I was settling in my hotel room after picking up some equipment for Ace.
Hold it! What kind of equipment?
Athletic equipment, knee pads, helmets, stuff like that. He played all kinds of sports.
Speaking of equipment,
Niinpä.
any clue as to why he was wearing the lightning-proof suit that night?
He wore it all the time with a race coming up. The outfit is quite uncomfortable from what I'm told, and he practiced wearing it before the race to get used to the discomfort.
Do you have anyone to confirm you were shopping that day?
No, I don't.
Then this alibi of yours isn't looking too reliable at all.
How would you wish me to prove it? The store is quite busy with the race coming up. I doubt they'd remember one customer from a few days ago.
What about a receipt? You said you bought some items there. Without one, you could have been...
I have it right here.
Ah!
You didn't think I'd come unprepared, did you?
It says her items were rolled in at
Valmistaudu.
7:30 p.m.
This proves she was shopping a little before the murder. There's still a big enough time frame to put her in the forest.
He wasn't at the hotel, so I figured he was practicing for the race. I went to bed and
Tää on
was
aika
woken up
ovela
at
tää
12 a.m.
Sonata
by the
näköjään.
police knocking at my hotel room door.
Sonata! Onko
Weren't you
familiar
concerned where
nimi?
he was?
Elikkä
I
tuttu
was
nimi.
his manager.
Muistakaa
not
Equestria
his
Girls Rainbow Rocks. Siellähän oli yksi henkilö
That
nimeltä
doesn't mean you
Sonata.
shouldn't make an effort
Ovelaa
finding them,
kyllä, mutta tämän henkilön nimi
especially
on
with
sama.
this big race coming up soon.
If you haven't noticed, I can't fly. There would be no point wasting my time searching for him when I can only search on land.
Guess it would be very hard to find someone who
Sulla on sarvi. Sä pystyt teleporttaamaan.
And what time did you go to sleep?
8:30.
And that's around the time he was killed. If she really was in the forest that night, she has to be lying here.
The police had informed me of Ace's
8:30 menin nukkumaan. Aika aikaisin kyllä lähtee nukkumaan. Itse menin eilen 4 jälkeen, mutta vittu sillä mitään väliä on.
You cried?
Yes, it's a complex secretomotor phenomenon characterized by the shedding of tears from the lacrimal apparatus without any irritation of the ocular structures.
I know what crying is.
Ei kiinnosta Twilight!
Like I said to you
Me
earlier, I got over
niin,
it quickly.
me tiedetään mitä itkeminen on, joten ei tarvitse selittää sitä tieteellisesti.
I've got to ask them if her tears were made out of icicles.
That witness must be mistaken.
Vaikeaks menee.
I wasn't anywhere near the forest that night.
Hold it! The witness is not mistaken.
Mr. Wright, this same witness had a problem with her testimony yesterday. What makes you think she is not wrong this time?
Because she identified you perfectly under Luna's light. I doubt with her secluded lifestyle she's ever seen you before that.
Luna's light.
Ace was
Niin kuin se on kuu.
She could have read a newspaper like Equestria Daily.
Niin.
I've had my picture published in there
Ja
several
eikös
times.
ton...
Who knows?
Ei,
Maybe she's just
en
describing
Celestian
to shift
pitäisi
the
olla
blame
tuolla,
off her
koska se on
friend.
hänen
You really
duuninsa
think
niin sanotusti
Fluttershy's want to
tämäkin.
lie?
Why not?
Missä hän on?
Didn't you
Muuta kuin
accuse
vaan
the
silleen
person
irvistelee
just yesterday?
siitä, että miten se tietää tämän niin sanotun...
Since the prosecution
Phoenix
doesn't
Wrightin.
seem to be up to speed. Can
Epäilen
you
kyllä,
please
että se on se
put a stop to
portaali,
Mr.
koska hänellä on se
Wright's
peili
baseless
siellä, niin hän on varmaan
claims against me, Your Honor?
sen avulla tutkillut meitä ihmisiä.
Yes,
Hitto
I
toi
must stop this line of questioning about
juoma.
the previous witness's credibility.
It's all right. I just wanted a little more information. Time to go in for the coup de grace.
Harmi, kun tää on niin kylmää
And I
tuonne, on
certainly
älyttöä juoda.
wasn't carrying that golf club you keep waving around.
Objection! Sonata, I'm very curious.
About what?
This stick. You claim you weren't carrying it.
And I'll say again, I wasn't.
But what I find odd here is what you called it in your testimony. I certainly wasn't carrying that golf club you keep waving around. Sonata, this stick looks nothing like a golf club, nor has anyone referred it to one during the duration of the trial. It was a golf club at one
Niin,
time.
ja
You're correct
pienikin
about that.
sana, muoto
This thing is a
on
golf
tärkeää tässä
Oh, my
keississä.
apologies, but I really don't see it.
That's because the end was broken off, Your Honor. I have reason to believe this strange metal object I found on the scene of the crime is the missing piece.
It does resemble a golf club if that piece were to be put on the end of the stick.
But right now, it's nothing but a dilapidated stick. Tell us, Sonata, how did you know this was a golf club?
Do you think you're some sort of knight in shining armor, come to save the day?
Jaa.
Because you're not. You're just another bottom-feeding defense attorney pointing out trivial details.
Mr. Wright has
Ei se
pointed
haukkuminen
out
ota, vaan
the
kerro mitä se...
How did you know this mangled stick was a golf club?
Defense attorneys fabricate the most interesting little fairy tales to protect
Siis
criminals.
toi niinku toi...
You know,
The Honor, toi tuomari, on niin mielenkiintoinen, kun se ei niinku välillä tuossa koko hommasta, että se on Equestriassa tällä
Mr.
hetkellä.
Daughter, please answer
Paikassa,
the
missä on puhuvia moneja.
I was mistaken.
Kuulostan ihan itsekin
I
vähän
have
tyhmältä,
seen
mutta näin se
this
on.
stick before, as a golf club. Remember I said I was shopping for sports equipment that day? I saw a golf club at the store with the same unique handle shape. Namely, that P on the end of it, like the one you're holding.
You saw it at the store?
Yes. Like I said, he's just admirably trying to defend a murderer. Oh, did I say admirably? I meant shamefully.
I just got the strangest sense of deja vu.
What do you mean?
Her phony baloney
Yes.
excuse reminded me of another case.
You can prove she didn't see the golf club at the store?
Yeah, just watch me. Your Honor, she could not have seen this golf club at the store.
Really?
Yes, and I have proof.
Mikä?
Go on, Mr. Wright.
You see, Sonata couldn't have seen this golf club because it's one of a kind.
Huh?
Let me introduce the court to the Pinky Iron Mark V, the very first innovation patented by a one Pickamina Diane Pie.
Oh, right. That was Pinky's golf club.
I see.
Niin,
Wait
se
a
on
minute.
totta. Tuo on
If it's
Pinkin
her
oma
first
mailla.
invention, what happened to Mark 1 through 4?
Never mind that. The point is, it's impossible for Sonata to have seen this club in the store, because it was crafted by Pinkie Pie and lost in the forest when she tried giving it a test run. Not only does this prove Sonata here couldn't have seen the club at the store, but also, the only time she could have seen it whole was in the forest after Pinkie lost it. May I also remind you, Sonata, she
Jep,
lost it in the
tuo on
forest a week
totta.
ago, while you only arrived in Ponyville 3 days ago. The only place you could have seen it whole was the Everfree Forest.
Totta.
Miss Sonata, explain this!
I finally broke her. Let's see how she talks her way out of this one.
Actually, I don't need to say anything.
I'm afraid you do. The defense has proven that you've seen this golf club while it was still one piece.
But do you remember why I was dragged in here? All because of that other witness. Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? It's obvious you're trying to say I was in the forest that night. Right? Right? Then tell me, why didn't Fluttershy see me leave? She said she saw me walking towards Ponyville,
Se on totta,
but
joo.
testified yesterday she saw nothing leave the forest at all.
There has to be some explanation.
You're trying to plant me in that
Ehkä
forest
sun olisi
based
pitänyt
on her
opettaa se jotain
testimony.
taikuudestakin, koska mä vähän epäilen, että se voi liittyä johonkin tuohon teleporttaamiseen, koska silloin sä et näe kenenkään lähtevän. Ja ei kukaan muista sitä, kun toi Apple Bloomille tuli se välähdys. Et välähdys ja sitten hän oli jossain lähellä kotiaan. Se voi liittyä jotenkin teleporttaamiseen, ainakin epäisin. Mut mä en ole varma. Mut kun hänellä on sarvi päässä, niin eiköhän tää olisi todistaa senkin.
I don't believe picking up a stick is a crime.
Well, she does bring up some valid points, right?
No ei se olekaan
I
joo,
can't
mutta...
allow you to continue accusing her if you cannot provide stronger evidence she was inside that forest. Your client's verdict has been handed down, and unless you're willing to provide a substantial amount of evidence against this manager to convince me otherwise, I won't hesitate to end the trial right now.
What do I do?
Actually, Phoenix, I think I know how she did it. But I could be wrong.
How?
It's highly unlikely, but Sonata could have teleported.
Teleported?
Yes, but like I
Niin
said,
mä vähän
it's very
arvasinkin.
unlikely. It's a very advanced unicorn spell. Not many unicorns even know how to do it. Unicorns like Trixie and I can perform it without as many repercussions since our cutie marks specialize in magic.
I actually think she does know it.
You think this witness knows how to teleport, Mr. Wright?
These pictures of a book I found in her hotel room.
Hey, you can't confirm that book belongs to me!
Would you like to go through the arduous process we went through yesterday to prove it does? Knowing what it will reveal, I have a feeling you don't.
Does that
Onko se
book
nimikirjoitus
belong
hänelle?
to you, witness?
Yes, it does.
What are you doing? Why don't you tell every pony about her blackmailing?
Because she obviously doesn't want it revealed. I can use it to make her sing like a canary. Guess you should have thought about that before trying to get me arrested.
Force her to tell the truth about the smaller details, and eventually they'll start piling up on her. Good thinking, Phoenix.
It's no good to us anyway until we get her in the forest.
Niinpä.
Her blackmailing won't really help us on why Ace was killed.
Right, Miss Sparkle, can you please
Ei
stop
autakaan.
whispering over there and tell us about this book?
Sorry, Your Honor. This is an advanced spellbook. If we can find a teleportation spell inside, it proves Sonata could have escaped the forest without using the entrance.
Anna kirjat Violetille, kun Violet osaa lukea sitä
These
kirjaa.
pages, Mr. Wright, I
Niin,
can't
luettaisiin.
make a lick of sense out of them. I'm not familiar with these characters.
We have a magically adept unicorn with an astute mind for the subject right here to confirm if there's a teleportation spell in this book. Twilight Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle, can you please confirm if there is a teleportation spell in this book as Mr. Wright claims?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Objection! No, you don't! Her decoding what it says would be biased.
Hey, I won't lie.
Sorry, but this court can't take that chance. You being friends with the defense completely ruins your credibility.
Any other suggestions?
We could get a professor from Canterlot's Magic Academy to confirm it, if I can't. It shouldn't take long once I find the spell. I'll just have Spike send a copy of the inscription from the book to the Academy.
Very well. I'll grant a short recess for the defense to analyze this book in the photograph and give time for Miss Sparkle to gather her
Niin se
findings.
voisi olla totta kyllä, että ne voi valehdellakin siitä, että siellä on. Koska kukaan muu ei osaa lukea sitä. Tää on aika vaikea itse asiassa.
The spell
Eli
Twilight
20
Sparkle
minuuttia
located in
otetaan
the book was indeed the
todistusaineistoa.
relocation spell. It was also verified by the head professor in Canterlot's main magic academy.
So there is the possibility she may have teleported from the forest.
So what? The spell is in my book, but you can't prove I actually know this spell. I don't know how to execute it.
You're saying you don't know how to teleport?
If I owned a book on quantum physics, would that mean I had a master's degree in quantum physics?
Good point.
Hey, I actually own a great
Niin.
insightful
Vaikka
book on
mullakin on
quantum physics,
oppikirja,
and I
niin
don't
se tarkoittaa
get
sitä, että mä
bribed,
osaan
but
kaiken sen sisällön.
I know a lot about quantum physics, and I study it regularly. You never know when you might need quantum physics to get you out of a jam. It's a really fascinating subject, and I take great pride and passion in...
Twilight. Niin.
Sorry.
Many unicorns like me have a hard time executing that rare spell. A good percentage just don't have it in them to do it. It's even more difficult for one such as myself, as my talent isn't magic like the defense's co-counsel and the prosecution. And besides that, even if I was able to teleport... Riddle me this, Wright. If you're claiming I teleported, why would I not teleport back to my hotel room?
Huh?
If you're accusing me of secretly being in the forest, why would I compromise everything by teleporting near Fluttershy's abode, leaving myself exposed and vulnerable, not being able to use
Koska se oli
magic?
vahinko. Niinpä.
Do what now?
Mä epäilen, että se oli vahinko.
Since you seem a great deal ignorant
Se voi olla
of this,
mahdollista kyllä.
perhaps your co-counsel would like to explain this spell in
Koska
a little
puhutaan
more
siitä Apple-puumista
detail,
edelleen vielä.
as she seems to be an expert on it.
Okay, it works like this.
No vittu.
When performing a teleportation spell, you need 3 things. A mental image of your destination, stalwart concentration, and natural magic talent. A less talented unicorn could learn the teleportation spell and perform it well enough to make one big jump from deep inside the forest to almost anywhere in Ponyville, but their magic would be completely diminished afterwards.
Niin.
So what you're saying
Se on totta.
is, if you
Tavallaan sen
were
tietää
guilty
tämän.
of being in the forest that night and didn't want to be caught,
Why would I teleport right in front of Fluttershy's house, out in the open, so she could potentially catch me, and not to my hotel
Niin sen
room?
takia se ei voinut varmaan
Do I
teleportata
look
uudestaan.
that stupid?
Twilight pystyy teleporttaamaan tosi monta kertaa.
If she really
Koska
did
Twilightilla on
teleport,
paljon sitä
why would
magic
she make her
poweria niin
destination
sanotusti.
out in the open?
Varsinkin vielä nyt
The
kun se on
limits on
alicorni.
teleportation are you can only jump to
antaa vielä
places you've seen with
lisävoimaa.
your own eyes. It doesn't make any sense she'd teleport to somewhere she'd get caught.
And we know Sonata must have been in that hotel room beforehand. She was Ace's manager. There's got to be some explanation for this.
Seeing as you do not have any proof as to why Fluttershy didn't see me leave the forest, may I please go now? I've had enough of this three-ring circus you call a trial.
No.
Miss Trixie, may I
Trixie
ask
heräs.
what is so funny?
I thought I shut you up earlier.
Oh, it's just that Trixie knows of a reason why this witness didn't teleport all the way back to her hotel room.
You do? But why are you...
Why are you helping the defense?
You need to be taught some manners, you impudent hussy. No pony, and I mean no pony, disrespects the great and powerful Trixie.
This is exactly why she shouldn't
No
be
niin.
prosecuting.
Looks like the Trixie we all know and love is back.
But why is she helping us?
I don't
Yep.
think she's doing it to help us, more so to defend her pride. Either way, I'm not complaining. Let's just see where this goes.
Niin vähän itsekin epäilen, että se ei vaan tee
You have
noiden
an
takia, vaan
idea
ihan
as to
auttaakseni
why the
itseään.
witness here didn't teleport all the way back to the hotel?
Trixie certainly does, Your Honor. During Trixie's extravagant magic show, the grand finale involves teleportation. Trixie would use her magnificent, unrivaled powers to teleport behind the audience, letting off a display of fireworks and other grand visuals to put the crowd in a state of sheer awe.
Well, aren't you special?
Since the advent of a lavender loser,
Oh.
Trixie has received some tough crowds. Yeah, Trixie's talking about you, Twilight Snarkle. You and your stupid bangs.
Twilight Snarkle?
I know, it's the worst insult I've ever heard. And what's worse is she keeps attacking my bangs. What's wrong with my bangs? They match my tail.
I don't know. I actually thought your fringe looked kind of cute.
Trixie has had tomatoes and an assortment of other
Älä-
fruits and vegetables
älä
tossed to her
aloita taas.
during her show.
Oh, of course.
Mikä on muuten bangs? Voiko joku selittää?
I know where Trixie is going with this.
Care to enlighten me?
Just listen.
During one of her shows, Trixie was preparing for her teleportation finale when a wretched apple hit Trixie and interrupted her.
And then what happened?
Trixie ended up in the middle of the crowd instead of behind them.
What? How does that work?
When a unicorn loses focus of a teleportation spell while channeling magic, as Dorky Bangs mentioned, results will be random. You'll end up anywhere between point A and B. Trixie isn't saying that sad excuse of a unicorn on the stand bumbled it up, though. Just
Ei
as
toi
a
nyt aina
possible
tänään on vaarallinen
explanation for
taika.
why she ended up where she did.
Sä voit teleportoida aivan mihin
Don't
tahansa.
believe this. You're doing everything wrong!
Speaking of wrong, the ball is in your court now. Whether that's what happened or not is for you to prove.
I'm still a little shocked Trixie just did that.
Me too. But it's useless unless we can prove something interrupted Sonata while she prepared to teleport.
How can we prove something like that? I've been looking through our evidence and I don't see a thing.
Actually, I think I got it. Your Honor, I think I know what could have startled Sonata.
And what is that, Mr. Wright?
The answer is obvious. It was the lightning bolt.
Oh, that makes sense. That sound would have startled anyone.
Lightning bolt?
Especially if they were in a dark, spooky forest at the time.
Exactly.
You
Totta.
sure you want to suggest that, Mr. Wrong? The first lightning bolt struck at 8:40, meaning Sonata would have a perfect alibi. She would have been preparing to leave the forest before any of the lightning struck. That is, if you're really trying to pin this on her.
What about the second one?
We've been through this, trite. 3 witnesses testified to not hearing it. We can still see without a doubt that lightning bolt did not make a sound that night. But if you would like to suggest that the first lightning bolt startled her, Trixie's all fine and dandy with that.
Niin, mutta mikä se lightning bolt niin se
Sonata has
on?
a tighter
Se ei
alibi
ole lightning
than
bolt, siitä ei kuulu ääntä.
That can't be.
Joten sen
Just
täytyy
look at
siis
her.
olla
She's sweating bullets
teleportationista
right
se
If you had a
välähdys.
Neanderthal with a goofy haircut and an evil purple-shaded nerd lobbing false accusations at you, would you be sitting there with a happy
Se on
smile
pakko olla
on your
niin.
face?
She has a point.
Että jos se,
right?
siitä kun ääntä, se on pakko olla
This
teleportationissa
is such
tuo
a glorious day for Trixie.
välähdys.
Trixie has finally exacted her revenge on Twilight Snarkle.
Koska jos siitä...
Had a dangerous
No kyllä
criminal
varmaan
vanish.
täysittiin jo. Mennään
And put
koissa
the
koko ajan
stupid
kaikkeen.
four-eyed bimbo in her place. Can you say hat trick?
Hei, Lonen täällä, mitä pidit videostani? Jätäpä siitä vaikka kommenttia, sillä sitä on aina kiva saada. Ja jos olet uusi, tilaappa kanavani, se tekisi mun päivästäni jälleen kerran taas onnellisemman. No, mulle ei tässä ollut mitään muuta, että se oli Lone Wolf video. Me nähdään seuraavien videoiden parissa, ja se on morjesta, moi!